Baseball on tap from Fenway Park in Boston. It's the Indians and the Red Sox. Next. Folks filing into Fenway Park here in Boston on a fine Thursday evening for baseball. Tonight the road trip continues with the first of four between the Central Division leading Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Michael Brantley makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this four-game weekend set. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in winners of two straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And the win last time out was nice, but still, this is a team that's had trouble scoring runs lately and really hasn't pitched the ball all that effectively either. But at least now, they've got something to build on.
Now the 2-0 home. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 2-2. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first down of the ball game.
Second baseman,
Mike Aviles will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch on the way. Ball one. Lester ready, the 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike, 92 on the radar gun that time. One on its way from Lester. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. Here comes a 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, how nice would it be to set the tone and come out here and get a great 1-2-3 first inning. He's looking good on the mound right now, and could be a long day.
Nick Swisher will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Middlebrooks will wait on it as he puts this one away. The side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Cleveland nothing. Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now here's the first pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. Now here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. He's ready, now the pitch. Slider, ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Ortiz punches out for out number 2.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. But this is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Mike Napoli will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. He's ready now. The pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Comes set, now the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. We've played an inning. No score. Brandon Moss will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. First pitch coming. And that's in there for strike one. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Carlos Santana will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs. First pitch to him. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Under it now to put it away is Middlebrooks for the first out.
And here's a spot where you can see he just doesn't get that bat on a level plane through the zone. You know, this is an uppercut swing like he's trying to hit it out of the park, and it winds up a routine pop-up.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll check in here at 277. 15 long balls and 30 RBIs.
What's the stealer?
Now Lester's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's David Murphy now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs.
Let's go, Red Sox!
He's set, now the pitch. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Stepping in now, Ryan Rayburn.
Designated hitter,
As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 now from Lester. Got him. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Indians. Daniel Nava will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Santana is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a one-pitch out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. A.J. Pierzynski will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. First offering on the way. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that'll be off the green monster in left. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. Will Middlebrooks will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. Here's the first offering. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a 1-run game.
Shane Victorino will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Pitch home to Victorino. And Victorino can't time that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Now the pitch. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw on to first baseman Swisher, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Zach Walters will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. Now the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Here it comes. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. One away here to begin the third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Go!
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. The 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Herrera backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
In now, Mike Aviles. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, This is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here's the pitch. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Herrera is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Johnny Gomes will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Johnny Gomes.
First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And the pitch. Now he dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Good eye there from Gomes as the count goes to 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes the 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
Here he comes on 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Dustin Pedroia will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. Now the first pitch. In the air to right center. Moss will handle this one, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Jonathan Herrera.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Now here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nick Swisher will start things out when we come back. 3 innings complete. It's the Indians 2 and the Red Sox 1. And here is Nick Swisher now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The first baseman, number 33, Nick Swisher.
Now here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Standing in now, Brandon Moss. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
The 1-2 with one away. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Gomes, and he's got it 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Come on, Buster.
First pitch on the way.
Bring it in.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now Lester's 0. And this is going to be a foul ball. 0-2 now from Lester. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Now the 1-2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Now batting.
Boy, he didn't miss a home run by a whole lot that time. You'll see this ball hits right up near the top of that 37-foot monster out there. So he'll have to settle for just 2 bases.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. For Santana, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Comes set, now the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Indians leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. David Ortiz will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
For the Red Sox, designated hitter.
Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this will be a base hit for Ortiz. And a good at-bat there as that, in fact, stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now. Mike Napoli will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch coming. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Well, this is the part of Fenway Park that you have to deal with. It giveth and it taketh away. I bet in the other 29 stadiums in baseball, this is at least a double. But you can see him play this ball quickly off the wall out there in left center, and that's going to cause the guy to take a big turn at first, but then head back to the bag with just a lousy single.
Daniel Nava will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
Stay out of the double play.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Need a base hit here.
The next pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 on the way. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Whoa,
Hits are now even at 4
4.
apiece. Here's the 1-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now another 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A big pitch here, 1-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Murphy is there. Let's see if they try it. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
And the key here was just to get an out. Yeah, you gave up a run, but now he's maybe a pitch away from getting a double play ball and getting out of the inning.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
1-0 on the way. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. A young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Runner goes for second, and that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here it comes, 2-1. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Driven the other way out to deep left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. So a 2-run home run for A.J. Pierzynski. Number 11 for him on the season. And it moves the Red Sox out to a 4-2 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. And here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Pitch home to Victorino. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 4-2 Boston. David Murphy will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
The left fielder, number 7, David Murphy.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball to strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Ryan Rayburn will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First offering on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
1-1 pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And this is swung on and hit on the ground at Pedroia at second. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop,
Zach Walters will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first offering. Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And now a pitch on the way. And a drive out to deep right center field. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Here's Michael Brantley. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. From the belt, kicks and deals. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Where do you think they go from here?
I maybe double up and go back to another off-speed pitch. He didn't handle that one all too well.
He's in the palm of your hand.
From the stretch. And this is fouled straight back. The next 0-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Johnny Gomes will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Red Sox. Center fielder, Johnny Gomes.
First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Two-0 count, the pitch. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. A 2-1 offering. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Full count, 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And Aviles will throw on to first, and there's one gone.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Now the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. One, 2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Walters has got it, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Red Sox are out in front, 4-2. Mike Aviles will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. First pitch coming. Fouled straight back. Now the pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
When you're a hitter, there's only two times where you know for sure you've got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats. It feels so good. And two is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for three?
Nick Swisher will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Has a look, now the pitch. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Gonna be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead is trimmed to 4-3 now.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Stop him right here.
Into the box, Brandon Moss, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. For Swisher, that's now 25 doubles for him this season.
Let's get him out.
Pause, now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. The big looping curveball makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
He's ready, now the pitch. Fouled back. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Now another 0-2. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there.
And this will wind up working like a sacrifice bunt as the tying run's able to tag up and move to third now with only 1 away.
Carlos Santana will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far.
It's up between right here. Let's get this batter.
Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And that should tie our ball game as this is down for extra bases. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even, 4 apiece. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Edward Mujica is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 54, Edward Mujica.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Oh, boy. On a nice summer afternoon, this will sting just a little bit. But on a cold night, that's going to make your hands feel like you've got a fistful of bumblebees.
David Murphy will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Hits softly to the right side. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we are tied 4-4. David Ortiz will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
David Ortiz.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll round it and try for third. And the Sox are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, you know, he does have a long way to go to get to this ball, but geez, once you get there, catch it. I think he's going to tell you that he should have caught that ball, and the official scorer, he's going to agree with him too. He's going to get smacked with an error.
Mike Napoli will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Now here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back.
Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Just another example there of needing the little things to go your way if you're going to win a ball game. Not a whole lot behind this swing right here, but it's going to wind up as an infield single, and more importantly, it's going to drive home a run to give them the lead.
Here's Daniel Nava now. He's running towards second. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now here's the first pitch. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one at strike 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
Oh, he really located when he needed to there. And that might have been the first time in the entire inning that something went his way, but that's an important out right there.
So the base is loaded here for Shane Victorino, and I'd say he's got a fairly good track record in this situation.
Amazingly, one of only 2 guys in history with 2 postseason grand slams. He had some big hits in situations like this for the Red Sox in 2013.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. 1 run is scored. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And here's the powerful Johnny Gomes. First pitch on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Time to play pitching, coach. What's he doing wrong?
More of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Oh, and he rips this one to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, he's going to be shaking his head on his way back to the dugout. How did I hit that ball that hard and not wind up with an RBI? This is such a cool game sometimes.
Catching these runners here.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. 1-0. On the ground to third. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Indians 4. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ryan Rayburn will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
The designated hitter, Ryan.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here it comes. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
The pitch. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. The 0-2 once more. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
Stepping in now, Zach Walters. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Now the pitch. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his 2nd hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
All right, calm down.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Michael Brantley will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Comes set, now the pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's two away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
First offering on the way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Nick Swisher will look to try and get that second run of the inning across, as he'll have a runner at third now with 2 away. First pitch coming. There's a line drive, and it'll tie the ball game as this is down for extra bases. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting, right fielder.
Sometimes as a pitcher, as soon as you throw a pitch, you know you're in trouble. He gives up the base hit and also gives up the lead.
Burke Badenhop will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Burke Badenhop.
In now, Brandon Moss, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Jonathan Herrera will stand in to lead things off here, and can you believe it? A tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Nick Hagedorn will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Nick Hagedorn.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. And the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Grounded foul off to the right. Here's the 2-2 offering. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
So one gone in the inning now as that brings in the dangerous David Ortiz. Here's the first offering. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. 1-0 pitch now. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Chopper foul. Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Here comes a 2-2. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Ready with another 2-2. Hit hard but fouled to the left, and they'll try it again. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Mike Napoli will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Scott Atchison will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Now the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. It swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and sometimes late in a tie ball game, you just got to throw caution to the wind and take some chances out there, especially with a guy that has good speed. And this one pays off as he's into scoring position now with the stolen base.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. He's ready now. The pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, that's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Here's Daniel Nava now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's set, now the pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Around third and being waved on home. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
A.J. Pierzynski will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He's set. Now the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Pierzynski waiting. Now the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
The 1-2. Fouled straight back. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He'll try again. 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 for the Red Sox on the Nava double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Indians 6.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch coming. Carlos Santana is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the right time to let it all hang out. This might be the last chance he gets.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Yan Gomes will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch to him. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
The thing about what he's been able to accomplish this year is that he's playing the most demanding position on the field, yet he's still putting up excellent numbers. Nowadays, there just aren't too many catchers that can do this, so...
For the Dodgers, number 36.
New pitcher set to take over here, and we'll see the right-hander Junichi Tozawa.
The left fielder, number 7, David.
Here's David Murphy now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And now a pitch on the way. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And that's going to land foul. Here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Standing in now, Ryan Rayburn. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Here it comes. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Walters.
Zach Walters will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Now the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Pause, now the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. But thanks to this solo shot, the Tribe is back to tie things up. On now to the bottom of inning number 8, and we're deadlocked here at 7-7. Mike Karp is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Mark Zipchinski is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Mark Zipchinski.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I need to see that again because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Shane Victorino will step in. An RBI singled his last time around. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pitch home to Victorino. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out number 2.
Brian Shaw will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Brian Shaw.
Into the box, Johnny Gomes. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, this was a wise decision here to hold on at first base. Even though that ball's off the wall, I think they would have had a good shot at throwing him out. So he holds on at first.
And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In the dirt here. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Good work that time out of the Tribe bullpen. Ninth inning coming up, and we are tied 7-7. Xander Bogaerts has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 2, Xander.
Michael Brantley will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Leading off for the Indians, center fielder, Michael Brantley.
Now here's the first pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Whoa, that's a pearl right there.
Now here it comes. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Mike Aviles will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game.
Come on, son.
Jason Kipnis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Over to the bag is Napoli as he handles it himself for the out.
Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will dig in. He doubled homer run last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Still tied 7-7. Jason Kipnis will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Second base, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Jonathan Herrera is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the ninth.
For the Red Sox. Jonathan Herrera.
Scott Downs will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Scott Downs.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Like a magnet, here's a ground ball to the new guy just into the ballgame out at second. And the catch is made, 1 away.
Now batting number 34, designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And Ortiz just a fraction early there as his ball's lifted foul and out of play to the right. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 1-1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Mike Napoli will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. This remains a 7-all tie. Brandon Moss will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Right fielder, Brandon Moss.
Here's the first offering. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this one a pretty good ride that time. No chance to get a glove on this one as you see it hop over the wall and into the bullpen for a ground rule double.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Swing and a hot shot toward third. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
Boy, that's a ball that's hit pretty hard that time, and if this doesn't find a glove, we'd be looking at a much different ball game right now. But as it stands, they're a step closer to getting out of this mess with the game still tied.
Yan Gomes will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game.
Nailed the runner off second. Play it smart.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled back. The 0-1. Oh, had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going. Andrew Miller will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already one out in the inning. David Murphy will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First offering on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Comes set. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. From the belt. Kicks and deals. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Ryan Rayburn will dig in. He singled his last time around. And here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? Pedroia will put this one away, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Indians on top, 8-7. Daniel Nava will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
And he'll step off and try again. Cody Allen will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th.
Cody Allen.
Get it out of here. Here we go.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Into the box now, A.J. Pierzynski. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just one out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in here. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have claimed the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. The big bat tonight for the Indians belonged to this man, Nick Swisher. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 8-7. Good night from Fenway.
Final line score for our ball game.